It's time for Trigger Warning.
Trigger warning! Fuck your feelings, you little snowflake! TriggerWarning.tv.
Hello! Oh, it's good to be back. It's warm in here again tonight. It's very warm after this unseasonably warm and clammy weather here in the UK. Welcome to Trigger Warning. I'm Hayden Hewitt and I'm joined tonight, as ever, by the elite spastics of Trigger Warning. Got our Graham.
Hiya, you alright?
And our Cherry.
How do? You okay?
Corporal Cherry.
Corporal Cherry.
How you doing, fellas? You good? You well?
Yeah, I shouldn't have set this mic up at 4 minutes to air because it's right in my face.
Is it right in your face? Yeah.
Right in my face.
Well, you want it to be special. You want it to be important. I understand. I absolutely understand. We're going out tonight on, of course, liveleak.com. I can see all our wonderful people there in Troll Central who I address shortly. We're also going out on the Book of Face. Hello, Facebook people. Remember, lots of hearts, because Graham's being a bit hormonal this evening and probably needs some love and hugs. I mean, really, he was being really fucking... He was getting a bit snappy earlier on. And we're also going out on TriggerWarning.tv/live. Hello to all the triggerists in there. Who've we got on Lively? We've got G.I. Joe, Crumple Zone, Aphid Lip, Last Dance. Got Happy Dog, HTTR24. All the good people. All the good people. Apparently quite a lot of viewers that are being very, very quiet. And of course, Bran. How could I ever forget Bran? That would be terrible. On tonight's show, once we've done a bit of piss taking, we're going to be talking about a brand new beverage out of Poland. We're going to talk a little bit about Alex Jones. We're going to talk quite a lot about Tommy Robinson and the New York Times hiring someone despite them having a history of racist tweets. So we got all that and probably a little more and probably some Trump content. I don't know. I've not decided yet. It's come in the next hour. So let's get back to you guys.
What's up, man?
We did the radio show this week live in here, didn't we?
We did.
That was good.
I've just got this mic in my face. It's so funny.
What did you think was going to happen?
I know.
Okay.
I just wanted us to sound good for once, you know?
It's all right. I mean, I'm not. I'll leave it. Yeah, so we did the radio show in here this week live on camera. That was pretty cool. We've started.
I really enjoyed it. You can tell how much I enjoyed it because I'm still fiddling with the thing.
I
That's
know.
what was in front of me because I was playing with it before we went on air.
So that was pretty cool. If you've not checked it out, they've been uploaded to the various channels, including Live Leak. Extra Time becoming in tomorrow, I believe. Extra Time will be uploaded on podcast and vodcast. And this show will be uploaded over the weekend. So if you're watching this in the future, hello. Apparently Mike Oxmore said say something intelligent. Tricky. So you're being a bit hormonal this evening, aren't you, Graham?
Yeah, I've had a stressful day, and then my brand new cooler thing to stop my laptop overheating. I forgot the wire.
You got a bit edgy with me, didn't you?
No, you were just getting in my shit, telling me what
by
to
suggesting maybe if you left it on it would help with cooling
No,
anyway?
it wouldn't, and I don't want to have to explain why. Because no, I'm not. I didn't explain then, and I'm not explaining now.
Did well with that tonight.
Fuck off.
It's going good.
I've had a really bad day.
It's going to get worse.
Oh, I know it is. That's right.
Cherry!
How do?
Hey.
You alright?
You stud.
Yes, I am.
You stud
Thank
telling
you.
the ladies to watch the show so they can check you out. I see everything on Facebook, don't you worry.
A lot of people see things on Facebook.
Don't worry. Any lady watching this will melt like a Malteser in your hand.
Really?
I mean, she won't leave brown stuff all over. I don't know.
Some have.
I don't know what you do. It's a modern world. It's got nothing to do with me. But you never know. We're getting the ladies to watch it. Hey, ladies. Single. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What an
You
advert.
can read really well and all. Apparently your mic's way too loud, Graham. G.I. Joe carried on by saying you're a scumbag.
Turn the mic down by one. What?
Yeah, like
It's on
G.I.
11.
Joe is on his period every fucking day of the week. He's so constantly cross. He really needs to chill out, dude. So now that you're busy with that, how are we looking on Facebook, Graham?
Axel has said Evening, people. Sunglasses emoji. We've been liking our emojis today, haven't we?
See how loud you are on that.
I'm not. I can see it.
Fucking banging up and down.
I know.
It's better. G.I. Joe approves.
Whatever. I know I shouldn't have done it. I did a whole new sound setup, and then I worked out what's been going wrong on the Tuesday, which I shouldn't have even been messing with, but I was doing.
But it's done now, so we can't undo it.
In terms of the Hearts are not in the lead so far, so I'm not reading out any of them, guys. I like your likes, but hit the heart, please. I do appreciate it, of course.
Else I'll get beaten.
We've got a few people watching on YouTube, but nobody has said a single word yet. Everyone's just sitting there.
Have a chat, chill out, relax, have a chat with each other.
But we're all up. Everything's filling up quite nicely.
Excellent. I was going to talk about something, then it's completely fallen out of my fucking head because I didn't write it down. Because I'm getting old. I'm 46 next week. 46.
46.
Well, you're pulling a face at Cherry. If you look this good at 46, you'll be a lucky motherfucker.
I'm 40 next year.
You're fucked.
I know.
You're fucked.
You had someone perving on you outside, didn't you?
I did, a lady. Actually, and that guy.
The ice cream guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the ice cream guy. There's a man, he drives past the studio in an ice cream van, always lets on to me. I don't know who the fuck he is, but he always waves. If you're watching, Mr. Ice Cream Man, hello! Don't stop to talk to me, because that would be creepy. But yeah, but I got that was it a 45-degree angle checkout?
Yeah. Oh,
it's not bad.
Yeah. No, you got 80 degrees, man. 80.
I reckon it was just because she doesn't often see people wearing plaid shirts from the 90s.
With the shorts.
Yeah, with the shorts, because he's hot. So I don't think she's that. Last Dance says you don't look a day over 50, making jokes about a man's appearance because that you fucking woman. That's weird. That people, hi, you're grey and bald. It's like, dude, you're talking about the way I look. What? Why are you so concerned? This is not manly. I bet Last Dance waxes his chest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bit manscaping, back sack, crack.
I occasionally get rid of stuff as a bit of like just a wonder. I love shaving my tummy. I'm like, look at that. And then it's just a week later, it's back again. I'm like,
what do you mean, look at that?
Well, I'm very airy. Oh, that reminds me, me towel.
Graham did his show last week. It was very hot in here. So he stood up. We had to change the chair. It looked like he'd pissed himself. Now, I was hot pouring the water on myself and that. It still didn't look like I'd had an accident.
I am incredibly efficient. All of my heat.
Yeah, I'm incredible. As soon as I need a piss, I have a piss. No messing about. Yeah. Incredibly efficient.
I'm a soldier.
Buckaroo 60.
Bless him.
Thanks. Crumple Zone says, like the 40-year-old virgin. Not bald says, I just spelled pictured wrong. Hayden with shaving cream all over his head, sexy. You've got no idea. You've got no idea how sexy that is. It's like when I got that spam email saying, we've hacked your computer and we've got video of you masturbating to porn sites. I just responded with, can I have a copy?
Yeah,
but that's really fucking hot. Never got back to me. Never got it. Right, we're going to talk. First of all, got a couple of little snippets and things. But if you do want to get in touch and we do want to hear from you, it's on www.triggerwarning.tv/live, and you can email us at live@triggerwarning.tv. That's live@triggerwarning.tv. You can tweet us at triggeredtv. And remember, if you are sending in emails, keep them kind of brief. Because if they're really long, Cherry just fucking overheats and tells me there are no emails. So keep them brief, keep them concise, and we can read them out on air, and that'd be really, really cool. You can also chat away on Facebook, and I will try and pick them up as we go, including over here on Troll Central. It's strange, this new setup, Graham. It's weird. Everything's in the right place. I'm feeling very unsettled right now.
I had no idea the shit that you did to it in the past.
I'd done all kinds of crazy shit with it digitally.
For us to just move the camera 2 inches to the right and then it's fixed.
I know, it's bizarre, isn't it? It's really, really, really bizarre. New beer from Poland. You guys might be into this. It's called Vagina Beer. That's right, Vagina Beer. Which, it's made from the vaginal lactic acid of hot underwear models. The vaginal lactic acid. And I really wish my laptop was working right now, because there was a quote I wanted to read for you, which I thought was great. It was from the brewery themselves. And Why's that gone off?
I was seeing if you still had the window open.
That gave me a terrible shock.
No, it's because it's been full screen on that
I
telly
just
all
thought,
day. No.
It's gone off. Now, I'm not convinced this is all going to be from hot underwear models. I think there's a good chance it's pretty much going to be blokes. It's just going to be beer that is sieved through the underpants of large, sweaty Polish men. Now, I could be wrong. I don't want to put the company down, because they say, now imagine her giving you a passionate massage and gently whispering anything you'd like to hear. Now free your fantasies and imagine all of that can be encompassed in a bottle of yeasty beer. Imagine they've saved money with the yeast, though, haven't they? Because ladies get that, don't they? Yeast infections. I think don't they put yogurt up them or something to... So on there, the label says, it tells you the name of the underwear model. You are drinking the essence of Pauline, the vaginal secretions of a stranger. Now, even the most hardcore onanists among you, and I know many of you are experts at the solo arts of pleasure, would really have to struggle drinking the essence of somebody you've never met, and you have no guarantee that Pauline is anything other than a swamp donkey. There's no way of knowing. Am I allowed to say swamp donkey?
Yes, you are.
Is that on the approved? Okay. Got to check, because you can fat shame people and things, and you get in terrible trouble for that, because it's obviously just the glands and not the fact that they can't put the fucking trifle down. But yeah, vaginal beer. Would you guys drink that? Would you guys have some of that? Let us know. I mean, you would.
Yeah, man.
Graham, would you drink the vagina beer?
Certain circumstances. There's certain people. There's certain people I would love to drink vagina beer. But in that case, I don't trust it. Like, looking at those legs on that picture, I'm like, well, maybe. I like the fact that First Archangel said that vaginal secretions have been monetized. Mate, that's been a thing for a while, dude.
Yeah.
Slippy fannies make good money.
I don't know. I'd have to know for a fact. I'd have to be involved in the process, and then I would consider it.
I watched one of those mystery box from the deep web things today, where people go on the dark web. Not the deep web, the fuck it's called. Place I don't go. And you can order mystery boxes. And there's bags with strange powder in and empty iPhone cases. And one thing, an Xbox. But one, he opened the package, he said, this really stinks. It was full of just old used underwear. Women's. And, thank you. Let me just mute this laptop.
Me and you looked at each other now.
Oh, was that was all the sound stress I didn't like it. I'm like, oh god, what else?
But there was a note with it. Done like a ransom note, cut out from the newspaper. And it said, I hope you enjoy these as much as I have. I would have burned my fucking house down at that point. Because not only have you got a load of old underwear and you don't know where he got it, but it's old underwear that some guy's been fucking furiously fapping over whilst pressing it to his face. Uncle Neckcutter knows what I mean.
All over it, man. All over it.
Oh, there's no wonder he wore gloves in that video. But mystery boxes off the fucking... And, some people are doing unboxing and there's nothing in them. Just empty shit and bits of crap. And I'm like, what do you expect? What did you fucking expect? Value for money?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
The box.
Yeah, one guy said I paid so many $1,000s for this. Well, you deserve to lose your fucking money, you dickhead.
You could have bought sex with that money.
Could have bought anything with that fucking money except a box full of nothing. So many an iPhone. And it's just an empty box. Earpods, empty box. Everything, empty box. And he's like, well, there was nothing of value in this. Well, of course there fucking wasn't. And he sold another 20 just like it and made thousands of dollars on the dark web. Also known as eBay, I think, because you can get them on there as well. Mystery boxes. Who would you trust to do that? Seriously, who would you trust to make them? Yeah, I'll just buy a mystery box off some fucking no mark on the internet. That'll be fantastic. Because they used to do them in the auctions in real life, where it's like, if you want this box, it'd be £100. And they show you a load of other shit, but at no point do they make the promise it's in the box. They just leave you free to make the assumption, and then you open your box with like £3 worth of crap in it that you just bought for £50. Not moral, but legal. but not moral. Definitely not moral. I think the chat's frozen over there. I might need a refresh. It was going well for a while as well. It was working.
Smooth as silk.
I'm wearing the t-shirt from Tez. Tez made us a couple of t-shirts, some mugs and things like that. So I'm wearing that tonight. There was red or yellow. I went for red. So
Right.
let's have a look here. Canada is brewing marijuana beer. Well, those crazy Canadians. Enjoy your box of AIDS, says Mike Oxman. I know that'd be fucking hilarious, man. A box just full of sweaty AIDS. I don't know that AIDS is sweaty. It's just how you envision it, isn't it? Just like put your hand in, it's just full of fucking needles. That'd be wonderful. Or a bag of AIDS.
I wonder what that'd look like.
Jism. And mushrooms. But green.
AIDS isn't the one to worry about, though. It's the old hepatitis. That's the one that gets you.
No, AIDS is still something to worry about.
Yeah, but it wouldn't survive the journey. That's what I'm saying.
Would.
What are you
Bad
on about?
AIDS would.
Bad
Definitely.
AIDS.
Nailed on. The one you get off toilet seats.
No. Hey,
Couple of teas in, slippery pickle. Nice to see you, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bad AIDS. I get you. That's why you should hold your breath in public toilets. Because the people with the bad AIDS, they give off spores like a mushroom.
Are you sure what you think bad
Tell you,
AIDS
no,
is?
you get the HIV and you're all right. But then if you get the full-blown AIDS, you spore like mushrooms and it comes off in clouds full of AIDS. You breathe it in, and the AIDS spores lay the eggs, and then you've got the HIV.
Right.
And when the eggs hatch,
Then the HIV.
then you've got the AIDS.
Okay.
Science. I can't believe I just fucking came out with that.
I know.
Alex Jones! Yes, a little mention for Uncle Alex, who's having a bit of a rough time at the minute, as the Sandy Hook parents, or some of them are trying to sue him, because they're still getting harassed by fucking nimrods off the internet saying, you never had kids, they never died. It's all a government hoax, you're all a part of it. And Alex has said that, you shouldn't pick on him, it was just an opinion that goes against the mainstream ideal, and, the government's had experience of doing these things before, and blah, blah, blah. But it's really gotten a bit complex in this case for Alex, because he's saying, well, it's like if you Woodward and Bernstein with Watergate and New World Order, buy my shit. But he's comparing himself to Woodward and Bernstein, the guys behind Watergate, okay? But in a previous case, he said that he was just an entertainer. And you can't be both. And if I were him, I'd have chosen to stick with the entertainer route, because you're more likely to get away with this shit. But they're suing him. His ex-wife's after him big style now, saying he's kept her away from the kids and gone against orders. And it's all kicking off for Alex. So he did a Red Alert emergency broadcast today. Red Alert emergency broadcast about Google having plans to censor the internet or something, and going back to China, and Apple is essentially a Chinese company now, and got sweatshops, the worst. But what really caught my attention was he quickly turned into how he was being attacked, and he compared himself to was it Captain or Admiral John Paul Jones, who said I'd barely begun to fight when his ship was fucking sinking and on fire during the War of Independence. And also to the guys at the Alamo who died fighting, and said he was willing to do that. And he did this wonderful to-camera piece where he was in tears. He was in tears talking about John Paul Jones and the Alamo and things, and how he's going to stand and fight for what's right. And in the middle broke into an advert for his supplements. It was fucking seamless. I think it was DNA Force. And, buy some water filters, you will help me. And it was just seamless. He just turned on the waterworks to sell shit, because it's a business. And I imagine he wants to make money now, because he has lost some monetization possibilities, I believe. Now, the thing is, I take the piss out of Alex. I really do. And he has said things that I wildly disagree with. The Sandy Hook stuff, the Pizzagate stuff. The comments about the people who died at the Manchester bombing kind of triggered me pretty fucking badly at the time. But I don't want to see him gone. Now, if he's doing really stupid shit, he really needs to knock it on the head of, basically gang fucking parents of, the victims of school shootings. Gotta lay off that shit. But most of the time I find him terribly entertaining. But it's fascinating when this is going. He's gotten to that size now where he's really on the radar. And man, you know, I just think he's really kind of, when Trump came in, he took this fucking sharp turn. You know, before he was like, they're all in it together, they're all the same, they're all bastards, they're all out to get you, and then he went on with his shtick. But as soon as Trump came along, he kind of switched, and he's really put himself in the firing line. So you should definitely check out some InfoWars stuff. The commercials are fucking great. Crying was fucking beautiful. I'm not crying because I'm sad, I'm crying because I got rage! He's turned it into an us against them, a very popular thing. We'll be coming back to that theme later on. Setting up one thing to mean another to pay into his thing. And I get it. He's got a big organisation there. If he goes under, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, including Paul Joseph Watson. Well, there's always a silver lining. Well, the thing is, I don't want to see him lose his job either, to be fair. I don't like all this just losing your job shit for... I mean, now, it's got to be honest, Alex, I can't get past the Sandy Hook thing. I do struggle with that. I do really struggle with what they did with that. But he wasn't alone in that. The Pizzagate thing nearly got someone fucking killed. But I think a lot of that was Cernovich that really kicked off. Didn't Alex apologise for Pizzagate? And paid out that yogurt company, wasn't it? Yogurt or an ice cream company had to pay them out. But it's worth keeping an eye on that, including his ex-wife. I think it's Kelly Jones. Because she's tweeting about what she's trying to do. She wants to shut down InfoWars, and she's really going at him now. So it's a fascinating thing to watch. It'll be interesting to see how this one all pans out. So keep an eye on that. And also, I don't know, buy some DNA Force. So a super low price of $74 for a tub of fucking DNA pills. Take them or don't. It's up to you. Believe him or don't. That's up to you. Celery shredder's in as well. Celery shredder. Have we got any emails yet, Cherry?
We have. Avid Lip. I only came.
Lip.
Eh?
Aphid.
Aphid Lip, sorry.
I flip it.
This is your fault.
I know, yeah.
He only came to see the Queen's tits, and now he's leaving.
All right. See you, mate. Any more?
See mine? No, that's just the one.
Just the one from Aphid Lip. Do get some emails in because we do like them.
Avid
It's
Lip, yeah.
live at TriggerWarning.tv. It's an aphid.
Aphid Lip.
Aphid. If you see a green fly, it's not an aphid. It's an aphid. How are we doing on the social media there, Graham?
We're doing very, very well, thank you.
Marvellous.
A non-triggerist 5370 said, funny fuckers, aren't they? But then to counter that, Eon said, stop waffling and get on with it.
This is on with it. This
is basically it.
Eon? Eon, did you say?
I don't know how to say it.
Is it E-O-I-N?
Yes.
Brian,
okay.
Owen. It's Owen or Ian or Brian, Dave.
Okay, no worries. Uncle Netcutter said, hello to all you freaks. Bob Stew likes the idea of pussy beer.
Pussy beer.
As he described it, which is an interesting one.
Vagina beer.
Vagina beer. Diz Marie said, good evening, ladies. So there we go.
Who was that?
That was Diz. And
there's a distinct lack of eye contact.
I got a lot going on right now.
Not from you, dude.
Andy said that Barbie would be all over that beer. I don't know what that means.
You know who Barbie is, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
a chap from Tame
Right.
Side.
Right. I was going to say, because I know who Barbie is, but not in that respect.
Different Barbie.
Morgan said, sounds about right. Some minger squatting over a bucket. Well,
no, I don't think they squat. I think they scoop it out. Just like...
That might be your thing, though. That's the thing that might be your thing.
Just on the sides. And then you stir it.
Axel Foley has just written vodcast.
Vodcast. It's hard to do it bassy enough to get Graham's nipples tingling.
No, yeah. I'm not doing that again, though. I'm not going 4 shows in a row. Chappie's with us as well. He said hi all. And what was that other one as well? DMC's watching on the YouTube. Mr. Kilsey1 said, this heat and beer must be full on melting my brain. It took me this long to realise the background has changed.
It's what? Hang on. You'd have to have vagina beer cold out the fridge, wouldn't you? You don't want it warm.
Well, you might do. I don't know. As well, they've been very, very good on the Facebook tonight. The Hearts are already vastly outnumbering.
Bless them.
We've got Diz, Rob, Lynn, John, Tanya, Chris, Ian, Axel, David, James, and Colin. Last shout as well is for Happy Dog, who seems to be watching on every single
Oh,
one.
bless, he's back. You
back.
finished Far Cry 5 then, have you, mate? Remembered your fucking friends now, have you? Hey, when you dropped us. Didn't he? Dropped us like full-blown AIDS.
Yeah. Full-blown AIDS. Do you know what? I even sent him messages on PlayStation, requesting to watch him play. Just ignored me.
He blanked you.
He blanked me. You can do request to watch.
Fucking fair weather friend, that one, isn't he?
I know.
Hey, fucking hell.
I loved him, and he's broke my heart.
You actually did. He's mentioned you many times, week in, week out. I can see him. He's playing fucking Far Cry 3 now. Yeah, we know.
I've never played Far Cry. Never, ever.
I don't know which one I played before, but Far Cry 5, I've not been on it. Because every night I think, right, I'm going to boot the PlayStation up. But I just end up reading my fucking Kindle instead, because I'm old now and infirm. And I'll be getting a load of really good fucking books to read on Kindle. Which is good. He backdrop changed to get Raheem Kassan and Lawrence Southern to make appearances. I actually messaged Raheem Kassan tonight and heard back from him, so that was cool. I'm sure the Vagina Bear episode will help enormously. That's what Trigger Warning is. You know what? It's what we fucking are. The set also changed, so we keep getting banned on YouTube. But this show is rude and fucking stupid and vile and dirty and politically incorrect, so if people don't want to come on, I understand. It's fine. It's fine. People can do as they wish. But Raheem he says he'll come on, so look forward to that. What else we got in here? When are we going to shave Cherry's head? Soon. We've got to sort that out. And someone else. Happy Dog says he never got your request. Lying bastard.
Lying.
Now, we mentioned before about people losing their jobs for things. Something very interesting. There's a lady called Sarah Jeong. She's a writer, and she now works for the New York Times. And it came out that she'd made a great many anti-white racist tweets in the past. Whatever, there's racist tweets everywhere. But she made a great deal of them. And it was brought up like it was James Gunn with his pedo tweets and anyone else that makes any kind of fucking tweet. It gets attention now. Look at that, cancel white people, hashtag. I wonder how that one trended. I wonder if that trended. But there were loads of them. And the New York Times, who put her, I think she's technical editor, she's on the board or something now. I mean, look at that. Are white people genetically predisposed to burn faster in the sun, thus logically being only fit to live underground, like groveling goblins? Nice. Why didn't she follow that up with some black people on watermelons and Chinese people in the fucking driving? What's going on? But we know these people are out there, but they don't often get hired by the New York Times. Now, I don't believe people should lose their jobs for tweets like that, any more than James Gunn should have lost his for being a shitposting edgelord, okay? I don't believe that. But it's that massive double standard now that's huge, with Twitter shadow banning conservatives like fuck, just for being conservatives. And this is, so the New York Times has defended Ms. Jeong. I mean, I've got a fucking... Oh man, it's kind of sick how much joy I get out of being cruel to old white men, blah, 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 blah. And she said she was being what was it now? Counter-satirical?
Yeah, counter-satirical.
Counter-satirical. I'm gonna look. Counter-satirical sounds a little strange to me. See what it is, and it is true. She was subject to a massive amount of racial abuse on Twitter and bigoted abuse, because I don't know if she is a lesbian. A lot of it said she was a lesbian. I don't know. I've not looked into her sexuality because, to be honest, it doesn't mean a fucking thing. But she said at first this was counter-satire. There we go. Counter-satire, which Graham and I have been trying to figure out what the fuck counter-satire is, because it would just be satire, wouldn't it? But does this mean it's acceptable if someone like that Tariq Nasheed, who called me a white supremacist and a troll white supremacist for questioning him over, I think it was Tariq Nasheed, I think that was his name, he's blocked me now, so I can't be sure. He's a black activist in the States, and tremendously racist, and everyone's a white nationalist, everything's a thing. If he insults me, does that give me permission to make a load of racist tweets against him? Is that how we respond now?
Or even counter-satirical.
Counter-satirical. But is that how this shit works? But anyway, the New York Times are defending her, saying she went through a hard time, and she's sorry. And she said she's sorry because everyone says they're fucking sorry. That disgusts me worse than fucking doing it. Why would you apologise? If someone dug up my old shit tweets and went, you said this, yeah, but I don't work for Disney or the New York Times, so it might be less of an issue for me, I suppose, than it is for some other people. But what I love most of all is some people have really come out to defend her. And one guy said, well, without context, these mean nothing. As we said earlier, all of a sudden, context is important. It's not important when you're fucking burying someone you don't like, though, is it? Now, believe me, the left are running fucking just interference with this. The right are going fucking berserk. Like this tit-for-tat bullshit, like when the right were loving it when James Gunn got shit-canned and all that sort of nonsense. But the Verge... I still don't know what The Verge is, but The Verge, apparently it's very popular news outlet, said since announcing her new job with the New York Times, a widespread campaign of harassment has targeted Verge reporter Sarah Jeong for a number of tweets she wrote years ago. Did you catch? That was my phone. Did you catch that? She's been subjected to a widespread campaign of harassment for a number of tweets she wrote years ago. The Verge were rubbing themselves raw over James Gunn. Those tweets were 8 fucking years old. But no, it's a campaign of harassment. Sorry, Verge! The silly fucker wrote a load of racist fucking tweets. What do you think's going to happen? So The Verge is running with... newsrooms must stand up to targeted campaigns of harassment. Doubtless, unless you agree with who's being fucking harassed, then it's hey, let's get balls deep. Let's spread this shit like wildfire. Watch some motherfucker lose a job, lose a life, alienate his family, get them threats, get them murdered because I don't like their opinion. Left and right have become the fucking same. It's just not stopping all this bullshit, and it's got to fucking stop. If you don't like someone's opinion, either argue with it or fucking ignore them. Don't give it loads of oxygen, because all they've done in this is agitated the right. She's been racist. I don't fucking... Oh, she. Sorry, over there. I don't know if it... because everything's mirrored up there. I don't know. Counter-satire. It means fuck all to me. They're just racist shit tweets. Bullshit tweets. She's been racist. The right are going fucking berserk, and the left going... well, actually, it's fair enough. It's counter-satire. You got to understand the context. And no, you're all being horrible to her. She's pretty horrible, isn't she? So why not? Don't care what abuse you get. If you're going to answer like that, fucking own it. You know, there's no. Oh, it's counter-satirical. You don't respond in counter. That's like saying, I disagree with Holocaust deniers. Okay. I think they're pieces of shit. I genuinely fucking do. But using her technique, that's if a guy comes to me and goes, the Jews are all lying, no Jews died in the Holocaust. That's me responding with, no Jews died in the Holocaust. It makes no fucking sense. You're being a bigot to beat bigotry. Bullshit. Bullshit. She's been a childish fucking edgelord racist like all the other fuckers on Twitter that do this shit. It's the same thing. She gets a gig with the New York Times because, hey, you know, we have different rules for different folks. Sometimes white people get the rub of the green. Sometimes minorities get the rub of the green. It's just a shame no one can agree that people should get the rub of the green based on how they behave and how they act, regardless of who they are. For example, and I don't want to fucking come across too gammon here, but if I made racist tweets and said they were counter-satirical, but it was me with my bald fucking head and everything, do you think people would be tripping over themselves to fucking help me? No! And rightly so! It's this fucking double standard. It's ridiculous. So, you know, but I'm sure because it's counter-satirical and she's sorry she did it, everything's absolutely fucking alright now, you know? Everything's fine. And I still don't accept it's racism to poke fun at pikeys. Yeah, like I say, it's not her tweets that bothered me, because it doesn't. It's this whole fucking thing of people white knighting to fuck because someone's on the correct team. You know, if it came out that fucking Steve Bannon came out with racism against Chinese people, how many people on the left would be fucking cheering for him to be okay? You know? Not many Trump supporters would either, come to think of it at the moment. Seeing as Steve Bannon's come out and said he thinks Mueller's a really good guy. Add that to him cracking Don Jr. like an egg, apparently. There we go. We've had a message here, apparently. One said it's for trigger warning, so I'm not just checking my personals. Yeah, Alex Jones is in court fighting the libel and harassment charges. I did not harass these people. I just said they were lying about their children being shot to death in a school. It's clearly a hoax. It was just an opinion. I've changed my mind anyway. Buy my shit. I think he has softened his stance on Sandy Hook, I do believe. Have we had any emails there, Jerry?
We've got two. One from Aphid Lip. Supposedly once a month, the Vagina Beer Company puts out a limited Bloody Mary beer.
It's like Guinness and black, innit?
Tan and black, innit?
Boom!
And we got one off Smoke Steve as well. Hi guys, was there really a pro-Trump rally that were ignored by the mainstream media when he visited the UK?
Probably.
Is ignored.
There was really, really fucking big anti-Trump rally though.
There were some. I saw one pub that changed its name for the day, and they had a huge party. And
I think anyone that went out into the streets to either oppose Trump or support Trump is a fucking dickhead. What the fuck are you doing marching on our fucking streets about some foreign fucking leader when we've had far worse than Trump have the red carpets rolled out for them in this country? Absolute bullshit. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And the politicians getting behind the balloon and all that. Just, do you know what? No matter where you stand on it, what you think, that was just fucking embarrassing. You know, these guys mock Trump's tweets, okay, all the time. Politicians shouldn't behave like that. And you got the Lord Mayor of London going, no, I think the balloon's okay. I think it's really good. Yeah. Oh. Come on. Again, fucking double standard. Fucking double standard. Right. Anything else on social before we dig in for the last 20 minutes? We're going to be talking about Tommy Robbins.
Nah, there's just a few people saying hello. Natalie's just come for the last 20 minutes. And yeah, people are saying hello. But everyone's been very nice on YouTube, having a little chat. Fano said that he changed his position because and then he got splashed back for changing his position because he's faithful there. And a non-triggerist 5370 is having real problems logging in and is just given up and said, "Nah, I'll just be an on then. Sod it."
Nothing wrong with being an on-triggerist. I can't even say no. It's too many hands.
Originally, Natalie had just come in to drop us a heart and then go. Oh. She's like, I'm just here to give you a heart. I'll watch tomorrow. But then she's like, I'll stay for the last 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, because we're going to talk about Tommy Robinson now. So this will probably run over by a few minutes. As you guys know, Tommy Robinson was released from prison on bail yesterday. And what's up, Graham?
It's
just a vision.
It's just there's so much noise tonight. I keep thinking there's a fan on somewhere.
It's probably the laptop.
No, it's on him though.
There's no fan. Could be that. It's not doing much. Yeah, Tommy Robinson was released on bail following his appeal of this last sentence they got in Leeds. It was deemed that it was just the judge concerned had fucked it all up. It was carried out with the utmost haste. And remember at the time when we said there was that odd thing where his solicitor was told, no, it's fine, he's going to be let go. Just unseemly haste. So they decided that was an unsafe conviction and sentence and everything else. So he was released from prison. And, of course, there was an outpouring of grief from the left and jubilation from the right. There he is coming out. We're going to talk about the condition of Tommy soon. But there's a few things to deal with here. So those on the left are like, no, bang him back up. He's a racist and a monster and everything else. Those on the right were, he's free! We've won! A victory! Neither of those things is really applicable here. He's on bail because he is going to be retried or have another hearing at the Old Bailey in front of a different judge. Now, nobody knows how that goes. I have a suspicion, because he did allegedly admit in the appeal hearing that he broke reporting conditions on that case. Whatever, you guys have all made your mind up about that. And I think he could well be sent down again. Now, someone mentioned time served to me, but he was already on a 3-month suspended sentence. So I think it's possible he could be sent down. And that's tricky, because if he is guilty of that and is found guilty in a fair and proper hearing, that's the way the cookie crumbles, okay? But at the same time, aren't they going to make a lot of trouble for themselves by banging him up on a long sentence? And it has been pointed out in the appeal papers that it could end up being a longer sentence, feasibly. I think it unlikely, but feasibly, he could be sentenced to even more time inside. Now, it's impossible to look at this reasonably, logically, at all, because Tommy is now positioned as battling the paedophiles, exposing, which he didn't expose anybody in that court case, apart from in the most literal sense of filming the guys going into court and engaging them. But he didn't expose them. They were already in court. They were already, looking, they were waiting for sentencing in that trial before the next trial sentence the next lot, this grooming gang. And whether you think of Tommy, of what work he's done, I've made it clear my thoughts on Tommy, even when I spoke to him, that I think if his mission is genuinely just anti-extremism, I think he possibly does that more harm than good in real terms. But he's a fantastic dog whistle for the more right people, including the people that are just genuinely concerned about Islamic extremism, which is a perfectly reasonable thing to be concerned about. I don't care what any fucker says to me about that making me a racist. It's a concern. They're killing people. The Manchester bomber was rescued by the Royal fucking Navy. The sea off Libya. And we rescued that motherfucker and brought him home, and he killed our kids for it. So there is a fucking problem. But Tommy, for whatever reason, is a dog whistle to some very extreme types who, they're just fucking vermin. And he is selective about which paedophiles he will expose. But do you know what? I don't think that's because he supports paedophilia. He's got his... Let's assume the best. He's got his focus, and he'll assume everyone else is taking care of everything else. He's got his thing. But that's by the by in this one, because there's a flip side to this. It sounds like I have no interest in Tommy, or I'd like him banged up, and it's not really the case. If he's guilty in a fair trial and he is sentenced, then so be it. I'm sure he'll appeal again and probably get it worked down a little, I would have thought. I'm not embarrassed, though. But there's another side to this, which some despicable people on the left were celebrating. Look at Tommy Robinson there. Now, I keep pointing, because I'm used to pointing at this side. He's over there now, isn't he? Tattoo arm to point at the pictures. Tattoo arm to point at the pictures. Now look at him there. He's lost a considerable amount of weight. Now, I don't know, Tommy. And do you know what? The vibe I got off him when we spoke to him on the Live Leak show, and when I was messaging him before that, after we had a disagreement, because I had to admit I was wrong. I accused him of something there was no evidence he'd done. Regardless of political differences, I got the opinion if he was in the same room as you, in a pub and all that, he'd be alright to pass the time with in a laddish kind of way. If you didn't know about his history and all these other things, whatever. I think he's an alright guy. He's got a lot of things I don't agree with, but there you go. But the left was celebrating the fact, I mean, look how thin he is. Do you know what happened in prison? He was in one prison, which had something like a 5% Muslim population. They moved him to one that had a massive Muslim population. So he had to go into solitary confinement straight away. Which means, I think that means you're locked up for 23.5 hours a day. You get half an hour in a little caged yard, and then you're back into your cell. Now, they may say that's fine. Okay, well, whatever. I'm sure they had wonderful reasons for putting him in that position. But also, his meals were being prepared and served by Muslim people who had said to him, "How was your dinner, Tommy?" He said that in an interview. I can't verify that, but the guys in prison aren't in there because they're good guys, so it's fair to say that the Muslim guys in prison want to kill him. We've seen it before. He's been attacked before. So he was forced to spend his limited spending money each week on 5 or 6 cans of tuna and some fruit. And for a couple of months, the guy lived off that because he couldn't trust the food he was eating. Now, regardless of your thoughts on Tommy Robinson, or my thoughts on Tommy Robinson and his guilt and anything else, because as I've said, if he's guilty, he has to go down. He's already on a suspended sentence. That's the way it works. But whoever we lock up, and if you're a liberal, who many people on the left believe they are, you have to fucking believe this. Whether it's a shoplifter, a racist, a bigot, or a fucking paedophile, you have a debt of care to your prisoner. The punishment is, Graham finds the word paedophile very amusing. The punishment is you have your freedom taken off you. You have taken off you the ability to fucking decide anything for yourself. That is your punishment in going to prison. Not for you to be terrorized. So if you're celebrating a man being in prison and then suffering in prison, and you can't say it's right because he's a racist so he deserves it. Those guys in there, the Muslim guys in there, aren't in prison because they like it. They're not in prison because it's a holiday. They're in there for being fucking criminals too. And probably for something worse than contempt of court. We have a debt of care to our prisoners. And regardless of who the fuck he is or what he stands for or anything else, that amounts to a human rights abuse. What happened to him? Now, someone will give me a comparison. What was worse for this one? If the guy's frightened to eat, has to subsist on so few calories a day, knows that his life is in threat, and if he eats that food, he could be poisoned, he could have spat in it, shat in it, anything, put ground up glass in there, which is a popular thing that happened to Ian Brady, ballooned up. Don't know why I put that part in there, but it's what happens. We have a debt of care to our prisoners. And what the fucking stupid arseholes who put him in this position don't realise is, not only are you hurting the man, physically, you have strengthened his position tenfold. He is now not just that, yeah, good lad, that solid bloke, good fucking hell, says it, he's good fella. He's a fucking hero now. Okay? To the right, he's a real fucking hero and a figurehead. Whatever comes up now, he's going to be at the front of that. And you know what? It's not Tommy Robinson that's done it. It's not the Muslim paedophiles that have done it. It's you fuckers that think he should be locked up and punished and suffer beyond the pale. We always create our own monsters. And by vilifying him and demonising him ridiculously to the point that he couldn't even be on TV without just being screamed down as a racist instantly, you've created that. And what else can he do now apart from ride this wave? What can he do? He's going to need protecting for his entire life, as we spoke about earlier. He can't go and get a fucking job down at B&Q, can he? No, we create our own monsters, and whatever comes next with Tommy and whatever he's at the front of, and I'm going to imagine it's going to be something a little more popular than the EDL. I'm going to imagine he's going to be held up as quite a figurehead for a lot of people that we might not really be over the moon with. And that's just going to then further embolden the other side and the fucking Muslim extremists and fucking everybody else. Because no one can keep the cock in the pants at any point and go, do you know what, let's think of the long game here. You know? Imagine if it had just been handled properly, the trial, and openly and fairly, and he'd received the correct sentence, and was then treated as a human being in prison. Yes, a prisoner, no freedom, no ability to decide, but not terrified for his fucking life and starving for 2 months. And he's lost serious fucking weight. You know, he's not been on a diet, he's eating fucking tuna and a banana. So... those are my thoughts on the Tommy Robinson situation. I think this has just made everything so much fucking worse for all sides. For all fucking sides. And for the man himself. Whether you think he deserves it, no, it's up to you. But if you call yourself a liberal, you can't support what happened to him inside. Because I can't. Because that's not how it's supposed to be. Liberal values do not include essentially torturing people. They just fucking don't. I got a feeling you're more of a leftist than a liberal. And there appears to be a massive difference. Because it appears to be the further left you go now, the more authoritarian you become. Remarkably similar to the chaps on the other side. I guess it's that horseshoe shit, isn't it? That's how it works. So that's where I stand on Tommy Robinson. I think the guy's been pretty heavily fucked. I believe to some degree he's been the architect of his own downfall. But fuck me, did the authorities really have to play along like this? Because now it can only be framed as Tommy is being attacked for exposing Muslim paedophiles. Regardless of the truth, regardless of the actuality, regardless of anything else, that's the only way it can be framed. So if you criticise him at all, you are then instantly, in the way that fucking the world works now, a supporter of Islamic paedophiles. Doesn't matter if you'd like to see the knackers slapped between 2 bricks. Doesn't matter. Because you don't support him. But the thing is, I don't support any kind of fucking paedophile, but I don't really support Tommy Robinson either. But I tell you something, fucking hundreds of thousands more people, possibly millions around the world, will do from now on. And after that old Bailey fucking hearing, that's a lose-lose. You know? For one side or the other, it's a fucking lose-lose right there. So yeah, let us know your thoughts live at TriggerWarning.tv, at TriggeredTV on the Twitter, and of course on Facebook or in Troll Central or anything like that. Let me know what you think. Have we had any emails, Jerry?
We have. Of Slippery Pickle.
Ah.
Recently, Conservatives have asked people not to own the left. Speech marks. What is your opinion about owning the left? Positive, negative, should be done, shouldn't be done?
Most things I see owning the left are just a bunch of butthurt fucking idiots who just, they all upset each other. I own the left. No, you didn't.
That's bugging me. That was that off the Daily Wire. I've seen that on the Daily Wire.
Own the left. Own the left. Own the
like
left.
no saying don't own the left.
Yeah, and it's bullshit. How can you not own? You have a debate. I mean, social media. It's you don't have a debate on social media. Nobody owns anyone. It's just like a bunch of fucking clucking hens.
The look on your face then. The look on your face was as if like I can't help owning everyone. What
That's
are you
what it's
talking
about,
Yeah.
isn't it?
What are you talking about? This is what I do.
On Twitter, what else can you do?
I thought the look on your face was, I can't understand a fucking word you're saying.
Own the left, own the right, own everybody. Fuck them. Do whatever the fuck you like. You don't belong to a political system. If you identify as a conservative, it doesn't mean you have to tick everybody else's fucking boxes. Be whoever you are. Own whoever the fuck you like. Own. And what does that become? I owned you. But fuck off. Yeah, I posted a killer meme today. Ooh, had no comeback to that. Fill your boots, dude. Own whoever the fuck you like. Left, right, centre, backwards, forwards. It's all good. It's all fucking good. I can't see any other reason for Twitter to exist. As for the walkaway movement, that's a load of bot-driven bullshit right there. Promise we'd talk about. We'll have to talk about that fucking next week.
Yeah.
That really is. That's just a bot movement. And QAnon, what do I think of them? I'm not hugely knowledgeable on QAnon at HTTR24. From what I have seen, it's just a massive bowl of bollocks. But, you know, whatever. Every side's got the fucking superheroes, I guess. I don't know. Deary, deary me. Liberalism has changed, Hayden. Islam is the liberals' future. I can't even do that with you because you don't even understand what the word fucking means. Dude, you live by liberal values. He thinks liberal means Democrat. You know, liberalism hasn't changed. Being liberal hasn't changed. People are just being polarised ridiculously. I'm a liberal, it's fucking authoritarian leftist. You say I'm a conservative. Yeah. So, you know, you fucking stand wherever you like, but call yourself whatever you want. Liberalism and conservative hasn't changed. It's just how people interpret these things that's changed. And most people just use it, to be fair, just as a big stick to hit someone else with anyway. Oh, you're a liberal! So what? You look happy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people having a lot of fun tonight. Happy Dog's pointed out that the best thing that Tommy could do right now is do a terrorist attack. Because then the right would have to disown him. The left obviously love Muslims, so they'd be like, and the world would just completely fuck up.
That really don't work out great for Tommy, though, does it, to be fair?
Well, I don't know. He's
had an hard enough time without fucking blowing up.
He might just become full Jesus by then. Like he just it explodes and then he just floats out with the halo. Just go. Oh.
Can you imagine if he converted? Oh, sorry, reverted they call it, don't they? As if because being Islam is your natural state. It fucking isn't, mate. But yeah, imagine if he reverted to Islam. Imagine the fucking heads blown.
Great, one of those little head.
Oh no, I want the full kit.
Oh, the full dress.
But
thing.
with Nike trainers. There's always fucking trainers, but
Nike on the chest there.
Just do it. No, I want the full pajamas and the beard and fucking everything.
It was a good one as well. The reason I was laughing so much before, your chat wasn't updating, so you didn't see this.
Just very brief. Sorry to interrupt. HCTR24 says, if you don't trust QAnon, you must admit you were wrong if the major arrests come. No, I don't have to admit that. There are people that have all kinds of information, and what I've read from QAnon, what little I've read on there, they're accusing everyone of fucking everything, and you know what? They will be right. But then again, will you admit the other side are right if the major arrests come through the Mueller investigation? Well, you just sit there going, we're a witch hunt. Who fucking cares? I don't support or disabuse that. If someone's broke the fucking law, arrest the fuckers. I don't care if it's Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, or any other one of those fucking terrible fucking vermin leeches on society. If they broke the law, fucking arrest them. It's old.
QAnon is it's like horoscopes for conspiracy theorists, isn't it? It's just really very vague statements, loads of them, like a splatter gun, like you said, and then the second one of them slightly matches up. Everyone goes, "Oh!"
It's like the Wikipedia where they've proven that they actively supported the Republican Party. I think I had a whinge about this in the podcast. Actively supported the Republican Party and wanted them. It's like it'll just go away. You know, Wikipedia just kept a bit quiet about that. Now it's gone away. Now they're throwing all other shit at people. It's all a fucking distraction.
But yeah, there's a lot. So lol banana fuck made me very, very happy tonight because the phrase "why does paedophiles" topic always turn up at least twice on this show. And the reason I was laughing was that there was a whole chat then about it does, doesn't it? And your chat wasn't updating, and it was just as you were just going on, and you kept going paedophiles like that. I was just like, oh my god. Yes.
Well, there's several reasons. There's a lot of pedo stuff in the news.
Yeah.
A lot of pedo stuff, and it's everyone's favourite accusation. And sometimes it's just funny. I mean, not the act. Actually fucking kids is not funny, and you shouldn't do it. But having a laugh about it, I mean, not after you've done it. Doing it, no. Don't touch the kid, but joke about it is fine. I've not had the list through, you see, of acceptable jokes, so I don't know what we're allowed to joke about yet.
You can't joke after. Before you can joke.
Yeah, but not after.
But it's
because that's just bragging.
There's too much shame kicking
it's
about.
Just bragging, and you're leading them to your door. So although when people said, well, how do you know James Gunn isn't a paedophile? I said, well, he'd be a pretty fucking stupid one, wouldn't he? To make fucking 1,000 tweets about it. Oh, that's how they are, paedophiles. And I said to someone, is that really how they are? Is that really how paedophiles... Because someone really got on at me. I'm talking about paedophiles again. But really got on at me, the sociopaths, and that's what they do. Why are they so hard to fucking find then? If they're so public, Because is that what they do? They go and fuck a kid, jump on Twitter going, lol, pedo jokes, love me some pedo. Is that what they do? I don't believe it is.
That's how you know he's not a pedo.
Or is it a double bluff?
Oh. Maybe he scheduled the tweet.
Triple bluff. Tweet deck. A fucking tweet deck.
Whilst he still had the full balls and he was jovial about it all, he did a joke tweet.
Lols.
But he was like, I can't tweet that now because they'll know, so he scheduled it for an hour later.
That's clever.
Yeah.
Must get that on Twitter that Graham has just accused James Gunn of being a paedophile.
Yeah, we can clip it. Fano said that Tommy's moves look deflated.
He did. He seemed really out of place in his interviews. Well, but then again, he's had a pretty rough time of it, I guess.
My daughter has knocked this bloody wire so many times that it's falling apart now. Natalie has said she recommends the interview with Richie Allen and Neil Sanders. Apparently, that was very, very good. If not, was that today or?
I think he probably spoke about Tommy yesterday. I think Richie does daily, doesn't he?
Yeah. We got tagged in some quite. People are arguing like crap.
Oh yeah, people were really fucking cross. Yeah. We're getting tagged in.
To be honest, the second you said Tommy Robinson, because it was quite a quiet night on social media. The second you said Tommy Robinson,
yeah, all goes up.
Bing, 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 bing.
I had to. What I have to do sometimes, Richie will tag in Triggered TV on Twitter to give us just a punt, say that his show is carried by Cogent Radio. So it's on TriggerWarning.tv/live on the little radio player there, and I have to stay out of them because never once have I inserted myself into an argument between Richie and his wife and come out with anything less than utter fucking devastation around me. It just never ends well. I can't imagine why.
Nick has said the true measure of how civilized a society is may be measured by how it treats its prisoners.
Yes. And dogs.
What? As well, Anon537. Oh, sorry.
Is it QAnon?
I don't know. It could very well be. But he said that Tommy's in the money. He'll have plenty of dosh to stuff his fat head again. Don't you worry about that.
He will probably make very well off this. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I'd be very surprised if he didn't.
Yeah, of course he will.
I'd be very surprised.
Well, as he himself pointed out, he's become more of a symbol than an actual person now, isn't he? He's a logo.
Give that a quick refresh.
Oh yeah, of course I will.
But yes, yeah, he's that's what he is. He's he's been put there now. So why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Doesn't make any sense.
Natasha on the tweets. Natasha 131131118. I said, get some vag beer and try it on the show.
Yeah.
No.
You were so quick on that. Yeah. I had wee whiskey once. It was made from a pensioner's piss.
You nearly had wee teeth.
I did. And it was fine, but the cycle, the placebo effect. I had a negative placebo effect and got dead ill.
Really? Yeah. That's a surprise.
Yeah, because I just couldn't get the thought out of my head.
Drinking an old man's piss.
Alcoholic piss.
Who would have thought that would be bad for you?
Dude, drinking pee is fine.
No, it's not sterile. That's bullshit.
I didn't say it was sterile. I said it was fine.
Fine. Drinking piss is not fine.
Little mister, I've already got my pre-done argument ready to go.
It's the only argument I need. It's full of fucking germs, bacteria, and it stinks of piss.
I didn't say it was sterile, though. You're not even listening, are you?
Why would you drink dirty piss?
Because it makes the orgasm more intense.
Go on now, piss on me now! No, I don't get it. Or as a friend of mine once said, though, don't knock it till you've tried it. Fuck you, knocking it right the way. You shouldn't drink piss. It's not healthy. Would you eat shit? Oh, wrong person to fucking ask.
Depends on the circumstances.
Gunpoint, maybe.
I might toke it. I don't know if I'd swallow.
Would you have a good chew, though?
Again, depends on the circumstances.
I can't imagine the texture's very good.
Well, yeah.
Smell. Shit.
It'd have to be out the mouth before. Yeah.
Before what?
Before the balls were empty and the shame started drifting upon me.
That's the worst kind of post-wank guilt, mouthful of shit and piss.
There's a lot of after come shame on everything I'm saying tonight has led to that.
Don't knock it.
Post-wank guilt.
Post-wank guilt. That's what I'm talking about, isn't it? It's that little 2 minutes in the bathroom before we started. Happy Dog has said that Tommy had to eat halal if Muslim spunk is indeed halal. Bless your little face, Happy Dog. Oh, it's good to have you.
You can't blame him for not eating the food, though, can you?
And
There's been all sorts in that.
Andy said he won't be sent down. When they took him, he actually asked on tape, "I'm okay to do this," and the copper said yes, he'll win the case this time.
Maybe.
He did say, "Am I alright to do this?" It's a very fair point, but he then also read out details of the case and also
read out details of the case, and I don't think he said to the copper, he's alright for film the defendants going in with the bag saying, "All right, boys, got your bags, being sent down, are ya?" I don't know that he got permission off the policeman for that, but do you know what? I don't mind if he's found not guilty and released. I've not got a problem with that.
No, I don't give a shit.
All I've said is if he is found guilty and is sentenced accordingly in a proper trial, so fucking be it. What can you do? He's broke the law. If he gets away with it, good for him. You know, if it's proven he's done nothing wrong, there you go. Bit of compo. It's fine. People always think because you're not glowingly positive about someone, you're against them ever getting a fair fucking crack, and that's not the case. We're separating what he says, what he believes, from just being a human fucking being, because he's still a human being.
I find it a little bit creepy, the amount of people that I've seen on Twitter sort of like almost reveling in the fact that he might get locked up again. Like, yeah, go on. It's like, why do you give a shit? Like, we're all about, like, why are you so happy about someone getting locked up for a non-violent crime? Like, why would you?
Because he's the racist.
Because you're racist. So we lock racists up then, do we?
Apparently, but not the ones that get jobs with the New York Times.
Well,
just the wrong sort of racist.
That's my point. That's exactly it.
Of course,
man.
it is.
Fuck off. Fucking being racist shouldn't be against the law. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's not against the law, although they're sneaking it in there. Because how do you define it? I point out as well that the Sun and the Daily Star, was it the Daily Star? The Daily Mail? They got charged with contempt of court, and they printed pictures of someone in their own newspapers with a gun whilst he was on trial, the exact same circumstances, and they got fined not 13 months or 3 months in prison. So why? That's the question I've got tonight. Why is it okay for the Sun but not for him?
But then again, some other people have been sent down for it. We know how it works.
Yeah.
We know how it works. But then again, is Tommy Robinson a journalist? If you accept that he's a journalist, then he should be treated like the Sun. Depends whether you accept he's a journalist.
Well, then they should have fined him the 18,000 that the Star got then, because then he wouldn't have had to crowdfund the 200 grand or whatever. They could have charged him 100 grand. He could have crowdfunded the crap out of that, and
there you go.
It's not looking good when he's trying to do his own thing in terms of journalism. He's doing the citizen journalism. He's doing rebel media.
But also, to be fair, the case didn't collapse. So in the end, because if they'd done it properly, it should have been, we're going to charge you with this. We're going to set a court hearing for this date. You're on court bail. The date is that, and they'd have had time to see the impact of what he did, and the case didn't collapse.
Yeah.
In the end, what he did was an irrelevance to that case. Yes, he could have ended up setting paedophiles free. I'm sure that would have been framed differently by many people. Could have happened. But it didn't. It didn't happen. So no harm befell anyone because of his actions in the end. So I would have thought, even though he's on a suspended sentence where a slap on the wrists might be more reasonable, but the fact that he was already on a suspended sentence for the same thing, you can see why the judges weren't feeling particularly lenient about it, because he's already on that and he's not got the best of histories legally. So I don't know. I don't fucking know, but we will see what happens at the Old Bailey, and we'll hear more from Tommy when he gets back from holiday, I'm sure. But there's a long way to go in this. There's a long fucking way to go, and hopefully we can get Raheem Samad to talk about this and, you know, the idea of a new populist party in the UK, or the resurgence of UKIP with Nigel Farage or whatever else, and what Steve Bannon's up to in Europe, because it looks like he's trying to
Yeah,
more
Bannon's
involved.
going.
So that'd be a cool one to talk
yeah.
about. And of course, Raheem does know him because Raheem used to edit Raheem, like he's my mate. Mr. Kassam, knows him because he was the editor of Breitbart. Raheem Kassam was not Steve Bannon. So Breitbart UK. So that if we can get him on, I think that'd be really cool. And but I'm sure he'll want to talk about the Tommy Robinson situation as well. He's already done some media stuff for it, so that'd be really cool. But you know what, guys? It's we've gone well over here.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! The exact corner of my laptop there is knocking out the
Hiding the
time.
clock.
But there's a clock on my laptop. I just don't use that one. But yeah.
G.I. Joe says, have Tommy on the show next week. First of all, I do believe he's going on holiday for 2 weeks. Second of all, I think he's too important to talk to us ever again. But at least he came on the show once, didn't he? It's probably one of the only times he's been on something that isn't from the right, that just let him speak. But then I had someone complaining at me on Lively because we just let him speak. Apparently I should have stopped him speaking so he didn't make himself look foolish. So what the fuck do you want from him? I'm not his mum. If someone comes on, like when we had, I forgot his name.
Yeah, I have forgotten it too. Sorry.
I feel really bad about it. Qasim Rashid. Yeah. When we had him on, it's like, well, just tell us your point of view, and then we can discuss it afterwards. And that's, to me, what any interviews we do should more be. I mean, I dare say there'll be one or two come down the line when we end up in a bit of a Barney. But I think you should always let people have their say. It's why you don't shout them down straight away. Hopefully I'll get better at it as well. But yeah, I don't think we'll be getting Tommy back on. I don't think he'd be interested, but maybe we can get some other folks.
Oh, I'd like that Lauren Southern, because you'd be all split screen with her, and I'd be here like that going,
messaging her,
watching.
Would you shit him?
Watching. Wait, I could just do that at home, couldn't I? I could just watch Lauren Southern videos, but I'd be watching.
We'll see if we can get on. We'll have to try and keep a bit of balance there. I'll try and get that. I'd like to get that Imam Twahidi on, because he's a strange mix, because he is a Muslim, but he's a huge supporter of Tommy Robinson, and he pisses off extremists. I think he'd be a very interesting guest to get on if we could manage that. Again, he did agree to come on, but nobody wants to be on with the dildos and the dancing midgets. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If there are any messages I missed, I will try and get around to them over the next few days. There's quite a lot going on at the minute with trigger warning and stuff like that. We'll try and keep you updated as we go. If you're on Lively, just hold on a couple of minutes. To everybody else, thank you so much for watching. Genuinely appreciate it. When it's re-uploaded, please share. Let everyone know about Trigger Warning. If you enjoy it, maybe other people will as well. And more people can get to watch, the more fun we can have. And that'd be really cool. So until next week, bye-bye. Oh, Tuesday night. I don't know if we're doing it remotely on Tuesday, aren't we? We're doing it remotely. But Tuesday night, the podcast will go live at 10:30 p.m. UK time. It'll also be released throughout the week. And we'll be back again next Thursday. What's that, Graham?
We might be here.
All right, we might be here. We might be going out.
I'm already softening to it.
We'll talk about that afterwards. But lots of news coming up about what we want to do. If you're with the live leak, Troll Central, just hold on 1 second. Thanks very much, guys. I appreciate your time greatly. See you next week. Bye-bye.